green screen thing, I don't even know what it was. Anyway, we're just gonna be driving around, chilling, like a villain. Now it's weird. It's like I'm just half part of a screen up there, not even the whole thing. Oh no, maybe if I do that. No, that's not what I want to do. Take that off. No green screen. Done. Oh, what's that? Retouch on. Retouch off. What the hell is retouch? What the hell are you trying to do, YouTube? Doing is retouch off, retouch on. I don't even know what that retouch stuff do over there. Anyway, I figured, I'd just jump on and look around, find out. Get a little bored on the driving. If anybody jumps on, wants to chat, we can chat. I don't imagine very many people, if any, gonna watch. Maybe one, maybe two. Probably not concurrent. Probably one here, one there. But, it'd be kind of cool if all of a sudden more and more people are like, let's check it out. Let's check it out. I got like 50 people on here. Holy. I don't imagine that happening. I don't get monetization anymore. That stuff dropped off a long time ago. Just what happens when you don't keep up on posting on a regular basis. But, if it ever happens to get monetized again at some point in time, I don't even know where to look right now. If it happens to get monetized again at some point in time, that'd be kind of cool. Just a little extra income here and there. Every little bit helps. One surprising thing, and I'll probably repeat it if people start coming on to chat. But one surprising thing, my wife, Carrie, went to the store today, and she bought eggs. Because, Easter tomorrow, right? So she bought eggs, make me some deviled eggs. I love me the deviled eggs. And lo and behold, I was like, oh my God, it's going to cost so much money for eggs. Because, and I say so much money, but let's face it, it's not a boatload of money. Eggs are like $5-6 a gallon, or a gallon. $5-6 a dozen, and so it's not going to break the bank. But of course, it would be nice if it doesn't cost that much. I'm going to probably flip for a minute here because my screen's doing something weird. Hang on a second. Flipping. Oh, holy Christ! Everything's flipping. Oh my God! What is happening here? What about that? Zooming. What about now? Oh, back around. Okay, there we go. Anyway. I can't get this message off my screen. I don't know if I can see chat if somebody opens, but hello to the 8 people watching. Actually surprising that there's 8 there. Hey. As I'm driving, I don't think I can read it very well, but I'll try as I'm going. Anyway, my wife went to get eggs, and she came home, 99 cents a dozen. What? She bought 2 of them. $2 for 24 eggs. 24 eggs. $2. That'd be like $10 to $12 on a normal day, right? Just joined the stream. What's going on, man? I was like, holy moly. Anyway, so I don't know if the eggs in your local areas are going on sale for Easter, but when she went up to the register, hey, how's it going? I can't really read the names, it's too foggy, but I know that one starts with a Z. Anyway, she said when they got to the register, they were like, everybody gonna need eggs for Easter, so they marked them down to 99 cents. I was like, what? That's amazing. So I thought that was really cool. Anyway, so I decided to jump on, do a stream, uh, just to kill time, as I'm on the road today, going down to Gallup for my prescription run, and it's a way to kill time. I'm doing good. Is it Zach? I think it's Zach. Zachary? Zach? I'm doing good. How you doing, man? Everything been going well? It's kind of interesting. Like, all of a sudden, 8 people jumped on, and it was surprising to me because normally I only get, 0 to 1 or 2 people. So, like, 8 people popped on all of a sudden for no reason. I was like, what? It was very surprising. It dropped down to 5 now, but I ain't complaining. And you guys are chatting. Let's see. I think it's Cindy. Hey, Cindy, sup, girl? So, yeah. I mean, it's a way for me to kill time. I'll try to read a comment or two as I can while I'm driving, but gotta keep the eyes on the road. But I will be from time to time looking at the viewer count and seeing who else is typing. But yeah, life's been doing good. Can't complain. Wife's doing well. Both the boys are doing well. Job has been going good. Eggs are cheap. cheap. Like a little chickie. Like a cheap. Anyway, our pup doing good. Our cats are doing good. And yeah, the weather in my area has been acting crazy. It's been like 80 degrees for like 3 or 4 days. Then it'll drop down to 30. Then it'll go right back up to 80 the next day. And then it'll blow like 50, 60 mile an hour winds. And then the winds will stop, and then it'll get sunny again, and then it'll start blowing real hard and big old dust storms. And then it'll go back up to 80, and then it'll snow. Today, as a matter of fact, it was 80 yesterday. Today it dropped down into like 47. Then I think it dropped a little lower because it snowed. And then the snow was sticking to the ground. And then, you wait 5 minutes, weather changes. The snow stopped. Snow melted. Now it's just overcast and cloudy. Snow is on the mountains. I was worried about the snow because as I go to Gallup, they tend to shut that road down when it's snowing. And I did not want to get stuck in Gallup. I want to sleep in my car because I would not have got a hotel out there. Not because I, don't want to stay in a hotel in Gallup, but because finances wouldn't have allowed me to get a hotel in Gallup. So I would have been sleeping in my car in the snow with my heater. That's how it would have been, Anyway. Waiting to turn off so I can head out to Gallup, so I can speed up. Only going about 50 now and get up to about 75, 80 going out there. So, yeah. What am I doing? Working and more working. And then aside from working, cleaning pollen out of the yard from our mulberry trees. It is spring, so the trees got to be starting to bloom. They got to be pollinating. We get them caterpillar pods. They drop pollen all over the place, and then they fall down, and they don't fall all at once. So my wife and both of my boys are definitely allergic to these mulberry and having a hell of a time with their allergies. So every day between my 2 shifts, I'll go home, clean out the pollen, go to my second shift, come home, maybe play a game for a little while, and been playing something called Schedule 1 lately. And it's funny. It's about, it's not funny that it's about this, but
Hang on a second. Hopefully your drive's going well. Yeah, I'll read that a little bit later too. I can see the first part, but I can't keep my eyes switched over long enough to read the rest of it. But I appreciate that very much. Anyway, so it's called Schedule 1, and in it, you're a drug dealer. Or, well, I guess a maker, a drug producer, and I guess you're trying to grow your empire. So you start out, you know, making flour, making buds, making that margarine, and then you graduate up a little bit to making the Breaking Bad candy, and then you go up from the Breaking Bad candy to the white snowy powder that you find in them Alps, you know what I mean? And then you start out in a little motel room, and it's just this little cramped motel room. You move from the motel room to a little one-bedroom loft, I guess, over a Chinese restaurant. I think her name is Mrs. Ling or something. You rent a bedroom apartment from her, and your operation grows a little bit. And then you get a dealer, and then you open up a bungalow. You gotta save up some money and open up a bungalow. And then from the bungalow, you get another dealer along your path. And that's when you kind of graduate into the Breaking Bad candies. And then after you get the bungalow, you move into a barn. And before you get to the barn, you're probably up to that snowy white powder. And then you end up eventually being able to get into a warehouse. And from what I understand, they're looking at expanding. It's just one guy developing this game. And they're looking at expanding into various forms of substances. And we'll see how that goes. We're looking at rival gangs and stuff like that. Anyway, I think it's kind of funny that I'm playing this game about that, and I'm delivering prescriptions in the afternoons. So it's like life imitates art. Let's see, this other person. I can see you said, how are you? I'm doing good. I hope you're doing good as well. Not ignoring the comments. I just can't really see the names and stuff. I kind of look over a little bit. Anyway, so I've been playing that, keeping my time busy. I've got like 4 dealers now, and I try and stay away from sampling my own substances in the game. But it makes me laugh because the game says this game does not condone the manufacture or selling of illegal substances, even though that's the entirety of what the game is. And it does say in there, though, please do not attempt to make these substances in real life, because it will not make these substances and you will only hurt yourself. So I imagine, yes, I can see some people out there probably trying this stuff, and that's why they have to put those in there. Anyway, hey, what's up, man? It's good to see you. Good to see you. I would like to call you out by name, but I can't get close enough to my phone to do that. But hello. Anyway, yeah, it's just a thing to take my mind off, get to play now and then. But I've been missing playing the game, playing games online with my friend Nick, and so he reached out to me and was asking me about a game I think it's like Dragon's Age RuneScape or Dragon Lord RuneScape or something like that. Why do you, Tony Stark? I don't. I look like Tony Stark. I don't know, but I appreciate that comment because he's a handsome mofo. You know what I mean? Yeah, you know what I mean. He's a handsome man. I don't really swing that way, but you know what? I can see it. I'm secure enough in my own manhood to be like, yeah, that Tony Stark is a good-looking man. Anyway, thank you for that. I appreciate that compliment. So I think it's called Dragon's Age, RuneScape, Dragon's Age. I don't know, something like that. And it's a pretty interesting game from what I see. I do like to play survival games, role-playing type games, and so yeah, I told him, yeah, I'd like to play that game. You know, we can play again together. I am now heading out, but it is starting to rain a little bit. My dad's a little fruity, and it shows. Is that you, Joshua? Oh, is that Tanner? Is that Joshua or is that Tanner? Dad's a little fruity, and you know what? That's messed up. I ain't fruity. Stop it. You stop that, son. Oh my God. Saying I'm fruity. Now saying I'm a little crazy, that's acceptable because yes, I am. But fruity, stop it. You stop that. I'm all mad, baby. I'm all mad. Anyway, I'm glad to see that it's me. Hi. Oh, it says, oh, random tater. Okay, so it is Joshua. It is Joshua. Hey, bud. So, yeah, I am just now heading out of town. And, yeah, it's starting to rain a little bit. A little mixture, almost sleep right now. But I don't think it's going to be bad enough. Somebody else said hi. Hi, what's up? What's up? It's good to see you. I really wish I could call people out by names. And I really wish I could read the full comments. But, obviously, driving, safety. Can't really do that all that much. But, anyway. So, I'm going to try playing that Dragon's Age. I would like to get into doing more streaming and gaming content again at my off times in the evening, just to keep sane instead of being nothing but work and yard work and yard work and sleep. I need to do something again to, you know, kind of benefit my own mental health. And who knows, if I do start streaming again, maybe along the way, if people start watching again, it'll eventually get to a point where it's monetized again. And I never made a lot doing it. If anything, probably like, I think the biggest month was 200 in a month. Most of the time it was like $50 to $75, which isn't a lot, but let's face it, for me driving now, it's a tank of gas, which helps. Any little bit helps. But who knows, if it caught on and gave a little bit more, at least that'd be a little extra, you know? What else? Both boys are going to school now. They've both been going to school, but Tanner is getting ready to finish up high school and start college. Going to be going through his coursework for fashion design. He makes his own clothes now. Self-taught. Kid makes his own clothes. Pretty good at it. Joshua, he is still doing his art. He took a semester off, but he is going back into school this next semester, continuing his artwork, he's putting stuff together to create a digital comic, and he's getting really good at what he does too. Carrie,
she's on the mend still. Had her knee, right knee, replaced. In August, she's going to have her left knee replaced. She was just getting to the point where she was able to walk around pretty okay again, and stepped wrong somehow, fractured her left foot, or right foot. So now she's got a big boot on, and she can't catch a break. And she just, one thing or another, poor thing, her health just keeps hitting her and knocking her down. So, you know, different kind of bills piled up, medical bills, different things like that, but we're, you know, making ends meet. Would like to get to a point where it was making better, but making ends meet. I think my friend Nick was just typing something. I don't think he's in chat typing, but I saw a message from him, so he might have been typing through Steam and it popped up. Unfortunately, I wasn't able to see what it says. Heading down the hill in just a second. It's my first of 6 total markers that I kind of look for and gauge out my trip. First marker that I'm coming up to is Route 66 Casino on my left. Just pass it, and I know the next place I'm getting to after that comes up into like Acoma City and Grants shortly after that. Once I hit Grants, I know I'm about halfway, and then Grants leads me into a couple, like one other truck stop on the right side before I hit Grants. There's Acoma City. It's Sky Casino. It's there. It's not Black Mesa. It's like Dancing Eagle or something like that. Anyway, and then, you know, I finally get to Gallup. And it's about 2 hours, and I turn around and come back. Looking ahead, though, kind of, I don't know, a little bit worrying. Dark clouds to the right and left. The middle isn't super dark, but I can tell there's a whole bunch of clouds there. So I believe I'm going to be hitting more than just rain. So fingers crossed that it doesn't turn into snow and then get me stuck in Gallup. Let's see. All right, have a good one, Joshua. I love you. Can't read the full thing, but I can see where you're gonna go now. But yeah, I do love you, bud, and I hope work went well. Be safe. Help Mom out with what she needs, and tell Tanner I love him too. Anyway, so yeah, Route 66 Casino is where we're coming up. What else? Actually started listening to an audiobook of a book series that I really got into for a while there. It's called The Chronicles of Thomas Covenant, and it's a 3-issue arc. Pretty big books. The books are about 600 to 800 pages, I want to say. And it's kind of like a Lord of the Rings type fantasy adventure. For me, it was very difficult to get into, and I've had a couple other people read it, and they kind of agree. It is very difficult to get into. Hard to relate to the character because he's so down on himself. For probably 3 or 4 chapters, and I still didn't super get into the book until I was almost halfway through the first one, and then I got hooked. It changed my viewpoint on a lot of things. I was in a dark place at the time,
actually was at the point where I was like suicidal. Happened after my dad passed years and years ago. Blamed myself for the longest time for his passing. But he had read those books, and he'd always wanted me to read them. And we had gotten a bunch of books and stuff that we kept after he passed when we cleaned out his house. And so I was like, you know what, I'm going to read them. He wanted me to, I'm going to read them. And so I forced myself through that book halfway. Then, like I said, I got hooked. The third one ended, and there's actually 6 at that point. It was the, I believe the second 3 were actually the second Chronicles of Thomas Covenant. And so I read those 3, same length, thick books, and it's just phenomenal, at least, you know, once I got into it. And I was kind of sad after the 6th book because they weren't there anymore. And then years later, came out with the final Chronicles of Thomas Covenant, and it's a 4-book arc. And I read the first one, took me back right into that world. It was nice to be back, nice to connect with those characters again. And there've been 3 more, you know, the second, third, and fourth books, but I never read them. I don't know why. We have them. Carrie got them all for me, but I need to read them again. Anyway, I was just messing around online, and I was wondering if they had audiobooks for them. And lo and behold, they did. So I started listening to the first one and revisiting how difficult it would be for somebody to read that first book, especially through the first 3 chapters. He's so hard on himself. He talks so negatively about himself that it's hard to go through that kind of self-loathing. And then the next couple chapters, it's hard because you get to a point where you're like, okay, he's starting to come around, and then he does something horrific. Makes you hate him again. And kind of like that back and forth for a while. But, like I said, I stuck through it and changed my outlook. Helped bring me out of that suicidal mind space. Helped me view the world in a different way. Helped me see the beauty in everything, how everything is connected, how you can see beauty in the world around you that is always there, but that we usually take for granted. Different colors against each other, landscapes, birds as they fly through the sky. Just realizing how awe-inspiring and how magical and how beautiful, really, all that stuff is. Yeah, I'm fully in rain right now. I am fully in the rain. Anyway, my wife, bless her soul, she tried to read it. Could not get past those several chapters of his self-loathing, and was never able to finish it. I've had a couple other people over the course of my life that were also equally in dark spaces, considering ending it all. And they read through the books and realized kind of the same thing I did, and it kind of helped snap them out of it. And it's interesting because when I was young, there was a child's book, Could Be Worse, and this book helped me to connect with that again and realize no matter how bad life gets, no matter how many things get thrown at you through life. It's not that bad. It could always be worse. No matter what you're going through, no matter how low you are, how bottom you feel you hit, it could always be worse. And so, because it can always be worse, it's not as bad as it could be. And, you know, you'll come through it. You'll come out the other end in a better place. So, it's oh God, it's starting to snow. And they're big old flakes, too. I swear to God. You know what? One of two things is going to happen. Either it's going to close the road before I get to Gallup, and I'll have to turn around and come back with my beds, which I'll still get paid for. Or I'm going to get to Gallup, and it's going to keep me stuck there. One second, I'm going to flip this around a little bit. Reorient a little. So, yeah, starting to get snow. It doesn't really show up on the phone from the video I'm looking at how kind of heavy it's getting, and it's not wanting to focus, which is never cool. But yeah, so it's starting to snow up a little bit. Flipping this around back to me. Sorry about that. Here we go, and straighten it out again a little. So we'll see. We shall see what happens. I don't know about this. Anyway, the book, in a nutshell, is about Thomas Guffin, and he is he's a married man. They have a child, a son, and he ends up getting stricken with leprosy. And just reading and what he goes through with that, and how he has to guard himself just against life in general, against hope, to just survive, because any bumps that he happens to come across, any cuts, the nerve endings in his body stop working, including his tongue. So you got to really watch things, because you could injure yourself and not know you're injured, and then bleed out and get infected. That's how you start losing the fingers, things like that. People start treating you different. They start ostracizing you, and just basically you become a pariah, and they don't want anything to do with you. Humankind just becomes very vicious, and you know that there's no cure, so why would you hope for anything to get better? Because hope just, all that does is crash. So he was very withdrawn, very cynical. And anytime you try to give yourself a little bit of hope, it just crashes down. So it really makes you realize just how bad this poor guy has had it in his life. But, from our perspective, you look at that and you're like, yeah, but you're still alive. You don't want to give up on living, this and that. But putting yourself in his shoes, how could you not? And so, he gets, an accident happens. He gets transported to another world where the land itself has the ability to heal. And so to him, it's like he meets people who've never heard of leprosy, who could not fathom treating somebody the way that our world had treated him. And he starts getting that human kindness, that connection again, and starts remembering it. But then he's trying to remind himself, no, this is a dream. So I can't give in to these feelings and to this hope, because I'm going to wake up and I'm going to be right back in that, miserable reality. So he's fighting with that duality of himself. And that's basically kind of how the book starts out. And he has to go on basically like a quest, like Lord of the Rings, like, that trilogy. And a lot of fantastic things that happen in it. You come across dwarves and giants, elemental creatures, and not demons, but dark beings, mages. I mean, it's all over the place. Fantastic book. Highly recommend either reading it or at the very least listening to the audiobook, which honestly might be a better way to get through the whole difficulty of him and his brash, demoralizing demeanor through those first several chapters. But yeah, so I'm almost done listening to the first audiobook. It's 2 parts, 10 hours each part, so 20 hours total. And then I'll move into the second book. The first book's Lord Foul's Bane. The second one is, I believe, the Iliurth War. And the third one, I think, if I remember, it's called The One Truth. Anyway, look into it if you're interested in fantasy and science fiction and big epics. Look into that. See if it's something that might be your cup of tea, and coming back to this video and leave a comment letting me know what you think. If you were able to make it past the self-loathing or not, and how it made you maybe view things either differently, or if it didn't change the way you view things at all. Alright, not too bad. I got out of that little spurt of snow. Still overcast and cloudy, but no rain or snow to speak of right now, so that's a positive. I see more clouds coming up ahead, so probably go into that a little bit more with rain and snow, but so far so good. What else? Joshua went to go see the Minecraft movie, or I guess a Minecraft movie, and he came back. He said it was horrible. It was one of the worst. It was the worst movie he'd ever seen in his life. And I saw the previews for it, and wasn't expecting much. He wasn't expecting much after seeing the previews either. But he really did not like that movie. I started watching Black Mirror. There's a new season, I guess, that just hit. I haven't seen all the seasons. I've seen a couple episodes of one season, a couple of another. Haven't made it through a full season of any of them, I don't believe. The very first episode of the very first season, Carrie and I watched together when it had come out, and that was rough.
Oh, that was a rough episode. It kind of put us off on the whole thing. It was like, oh, wow, why do we want to watch that? But it is a good series. You know, the episodes I've seen here and there is a good series. So I started watching this season, and I think I just finished the third episode. I don't know how many episodes are in the season, but season, I don't even know what it is, what season this is. Anyway, the first episode it was good, but it was kind of a little dark. But I could totally relate to it. I could 100% see, one, that kind of thing happening in the future, in the near future. And two, I totally relate to the desperation of actually having to commit to and follow through with decisions that you make to keep a loved one around, you know? How far would you go? And what would be the breaking point? I mean, definitely see in it the health industry taking advantage of a situation like that. The second episode, what was that one? Oh yeah, okay, second episode, I could see it happening again, with virtual reality being what it is now. I could kind of see a technology being developed, oh that's the third episode, sorry. Technology being developed that would allow that kind of thing to happen. But it was a good episode, it was heartfelt, it was touching. The second episode was messed up too, because like the whole Mandela effect thing, but putting a technological spin on the Mandela effect and the vindictiveness of humankind. Sometimes, you know, that vindictiveness can be justified, but at what point you kind of let what happened to you, I guess, define you, or let what happened to you affect you in a negative way. Because, you know, things happen in childhood, things happen as kids, that do shape who we are, but honestly, it's such a small portion of our lives, and kids are mean. Kids can be vicious. Kids can be, you know, cruel. But kids are kids. They're not fully developed mentally yet. And so the things that happen in a childhood, let it go at some point. Because it can destroy a life or lives. So those first three episodes were good. Need to see the fourth one. Haven't done it yet. I have been listening to 93.7 lately. Although right now I think I got it on 98.5. 93.7 is an all 80s channel. And it's kind of cool because they do not play a repeat at all during the day. So you go full 24 hours, no repeats at all. And then, you know, the next day they'll have some repeats and stuff going on. But I think that's kind of cool. Joshua listens to 98.5 a lot. He likes the same kind of music that I like, actually. That my wife and I like. Although he's not so much into BTS like my wife is. What else? Anything else? Tanner's getting so good at his art. And now, like I said, with his fashion designing. Oh, smack! I just got hit with a big old snowball. It came off a truck. Woo! I don't know if you heard that whack or not, but anyway, I am actually now, I believe, coming up before too long
on Dancing Eagle outside of Ekima. So that'd be good. I'd like to get back into doing some camping and fishing this year. Unfortunately, my kids don't like doing that, neither does my wife. I don't really like doing it on my own, but I would like to, at the very least, get back into doing a little fishing this year. Man, passed some cops on the right coming up, just passed a cop on the left. I got my cruise control set about 8 miles over the speed limit, so I should be good there. Nothing big. But yeah, that's about it. Everything's going good overall. If anyone out there happens to want to chat, like I pop my eyes a little closer and see what I can see. I will definitely, after the fact, when I go back, I believe I can still see the comments. Once a live stream stops being live, I think I can go back and review comments on the channel. I'll definitely respond to comments that I didn't happen to see fully. But, yeah. I do have to say I miss working at Fidelity. I mean, it's nice doing what I'm doing now. I make more than I was there. But only because I don't have taxes or a 401k taken out of my pay. Which is a two-edged sword. Because I could owe at the end of the year taxes. Unless I have enough in deductions from like mileage, gas, things like that. To basically come out as a loss over the course of the year. But I make more than I was making there solely because of that. But I miss the people that I used to work with at Fidelity. I miss that connection during the day. The benefits of Fidelity were very nice. Fidelity did take care of me with benefits. Unfortunately, the 401k that I had built up there, that I was planning on continuing to build up and have available once I got to retirement age, I had to cash out completely because when I stopped employment there, we had loans and medical bills, and I didn't know at the time if I was going to be able to get a job quick enough to take care of those things again. And so I had to cash out the 401k, paid all those off. So now we have no security blanket for retirement age. But, it's neither here nor there. My life insurance took a hit. It went from like 1.6 million that I had at Fidelity built up down to like 150,000 because if I were to continue the Fidelity coverage on a personal plan, they wanted $100 for every $100,000 worth of coverage. So it would have been $1,600 a month to keep my $1.6 million life insurance. No way I could afford that. So all those years I paid into life insurance at Fidelity for nothing. No benefit out of it, which is sad. I think businesses, companies should not have term policies. They should have whole life policies so that as you're paying into them over the course of your years at an employer, it builds up a balance that you can utilize later in life. But no, they have term policies so that if you stop working with them and then you're not able to continue your coverage, you get nothing. You paid all that money. which unfortunately that's kind of what I'm doing right now with my personal life insurance. Paying into it. It's a term life policy. I had to go term life instead of whole life because it's cheaper. But as long as I keep paying on it until I die, at least Carrie and the boys will have a little something at least to help. To a point where I'm more financially stable, I would love to start putting money aside again into high interest money market, CD related type of account, or putting money aside into a 401k again, so that maybe I can build up a little something in time for that retirement. So, it is a bad day. It's a bad day. Anyway, yep, coming up on that, just past the casino. Next will be Grants, and then I'll be halfway to Gallup. So, won't y'all out there tell me a little something about y'all? Tell me what you're doing. Tell me how life's been treating you. Tell me what kind of things are interesting to you. And, hell, if you got anything that y'all know of that makes you money on the side, that's easy enough to get into, not very time consuming, shoot me a message. Let me know what it is. I'm awful interested in maybe doing it too. Might get a little bit extra cash here and there, you know. I still got some of the apps on the phone like SendPix and DoorDash, Uber, but I don't do Uber Eats and DoorDash much anymore. I don't think I've even done it the past couple of months. That SendPix, once in a while I still do that, but if that was something more steady, if more opportunities to come through with that, I'd have that going on a Saturday during the day or Sunday, make some extra cash here and there on that. But, you know, anything I can do to make a little money, supplement what I'm doing now, make us in a better place financially, me and my family, I'd do that. I would do that. Because I think it'd be kind of cool, you know, have that little bit extra money saved up. Maybe get money saved up for a vacation. Vacation would be nice. We hadn't taken a vacation in a long time. I had something special planned. I actually had it set up last year. Something special. Had to cancel it all out. Plans fell through. Carrie's health took priority. And I guess it's better that way because I want her health to actually be in a better place if that opportunity ever does come back around again. I want her to be able to enjoy it. But, you know, it's also got to be worked out to where the boys are able to do it with us. I want all four of us to do it. But, fell through, so I don't know when or if we'll ever get around to that point again. Unless something drastic happens that's making a whole lot of extra money that'll allow it. Fortunately, that's not in the cards right now. But, don't mean it ain't ever going to happen. Just means y'all put it off a little bit. Wedding anniversary coming up. Our 30th anniversary is actually on the 22nd of this month, April 22nd. We've been married for 30 years. Be together for 35. But I got a little something planned. Some reservations set up for me and her on Tuesday night. So we'll be going and enjoying ourselves somewhere new. We've never been there. I got another gift that I set up. Actually got it last month. It's still not here, so I don't know if that ain't gonna get here in time. But you know, if it don't, it don't. It ain't no harm, no foul. It just be next time around, right? We just gotta do it next time around. You see, this person says, I can't even read it. I would love to read that comment. It's a nice big one too. Let's see. Take off my glasses a bit. Who even streams their selves in the wrong part of these lenses? And I don't even know what it's in something these days. I tell you, I don't know. Me, I do it. That's once in a while. It ain't something I do every day. You look at my channel, you see the last time I streamed. Been a long time. Months and months. It's just a way to kill time, you know. Nothing big, nothing special, nothing financial about it. Ain't making no money. It's just to kill time while I'm on the road, make the time go by faster. But, yeah, it's our 30th anniversary coming up. And then, let's see. Tanner might be staying. We were thinking in August he's either going to be going across the country to school or within the state, but not within the city. So we were kind of sad because it's going to be like August and he'd be gone. But I think he's deciding now to get his preliminaries out of the way here. And then once that's done, that'll buy him a couple of years. Get more financial aid set up, get some money set aside to finish up his actual specialized degree to a place he really wants to go. I see they typed again, they left something else. I don't know if I'm going to be able to read it. It's a little curve on this road. What you would love, some chicken dip. Oh, is that Nick? Oh my God, I think that's Nick on there. I can't read the name of the actual poster, but he does say chicken dogs. I know he's talking about them chicken dick dogs. Yeah. Ooh, we gotta love them chicken dick dogs. I tell you what. Damn. Whole big old bag of them. Everybody gotta eat a big old bag of chicken dick dogs once in a while. It'd be so nice. Oh, I prefer mine with mustard. Kind of like a corn dog. You gotta have my mustard on that. That'd be good eating right now. Kind of a little hungry, but I did eat before I started on the road. Oh, man, dick dogs. Woo! Wait. Now what did he say? I can't read this all, Nick. You gotta be driving, man. What the hell is your name on there? Rook? Is it? Did you change your YouTube name to Rook? R-O-O-K? That wasn't your name before. No, unless you just opened up a new account. Or you went on and you changed your old name to Rook. That fucking chicken dick dog eating motherfucker. Oh God, I like that. You're a funny man, you know that? Whew. That sun's beeping through the clouds a little bit. Just a little white dot. Little white dot. I could look right at it. Not burn out my retinas. Because it's all covered and stuff. See, look at that. Looking at it right now. Staring up in the sky at the sun. He's a white dot on my... I shouldn't do that anyway, because I'm going to get that there white dot in front of my vision while I'm driving down the street. Did I get that white dot in just the right spot? That dot spot. Look at that. I'm a rhyming motherfucker. Yep, that white dot in the right spot. I wouldn't see a car and I'll rear-end it. I ain't a bit. You know, I'm a fan of rear-ended, but not being rear-ended. Although Nick is saying different. He likes to joke around about things like that. He sends me comments and videos. And the videos are, hi, guess what? Hey, don't know you need to hear this, but you gay. And I'm like, oh, you so good. And I send you videos about encouragement and life lessons and stuff. You send me videos about gaydom. Ain't nothing wrong with it. There's nothing wrong with it. That's how you live your life. That's how you live your life. Make your life happy. Do what makes you happy. And the hell with everybody else. But, why you got pushing on me, Nick? Jesus, Mary and Joseph. Oh, God. Something, man. Said something. What's that say? Take this off. This message is hell for review. Stop reading and drive, ho. Look at that. I had to take that off the phone. Woo! Well, how am I supposed to stop reading and drive if you sending me comments to read while I'm driving? Oh my God. Woo! What's this say? I don't even know. Something happened. Oh. I don't know why that was held for review. That ain't a message that's bad or nothing. You know? I ain't holding messages. Is it because you said fool? That's kind of dumb. Them being all them policing YouTubers. That's stupid. I don't know. It says rotate device back, orientation lock, rotate device back. I got to rotate my seat. Shut your damn mouth, boy. So frustrating right there. I don't even like it. I don't like it at all. I know. Think if I rotate it around, I don't even know. Is my video even the right way or is it sideways? I don't know. I got it on landscape view right now. But I put it on portrait view. I don't know how that works. I don't know if it changes the orientation as you're watching or what. It's so confusing. I know. I see nobody doing nothing now. What if I do that? What if I rotate? I can't. It's going to be stuck on my stuff. I don't know, buddy. Radiation Exposure Compensation Act. I just passed that. I'm gonna do something real quick. Let's see if I can get something done. No cancer. I don't understand that. If I do that. No, not the green screen. No, take it off. Take out that green. I don't want no green screen. Stupid green screen. What if I do that? That? Nope, it's locked. Anyway, I don't know what's happening. I don't know if anybody's watching. If the video stopped. I don't know what's going on. Anyway. It still shows it counting down up on that counter. Dang. Yeah. It's still showing live. But it ain't showing viewers. It ain't showing comments. It ain't showing nothing anymore. I'm all alone on the road. I see, it must be streaming. See that there Rook comment come up again, but I can't read it right now.
Because, in particular, when I was reading before, there ain't no cars around. There's nobody. I was just by myself. But right now, I'm coming into Grants, and there's a and a SUV bicycle strapped to the left-hand side of it. And I ain't going to try to attempt to read while I got cars right here. Just ain't going to do it. The one thing I like about here, coming up into Grants, I like all these lava rocks. They built up around the right and left-hand side of the road. I look around every time trying to figure out where the hell the volcano was. Because obviously this lava rock came from a volcano. But nothing looks super huge it would have been. There's a couple flat top mountains over here on the right side that I guess could have exploded up some lava, spewed it from the depths of the earth. I don't know. It seems like if that were the case, there'd be a lot more lava going up on them sides of them mountains. There's not, though. I don't know where the mountains are. There's a lot of fog going down in the valleys. But we got some cloud cover here. Ain't raining clouds, ain't snowing clouds. But some cloud cover. Fogging in the valley. It looks kind of cool. There's apparently some wolves exhibit out here. The ice caves are out in this route. I ain't never been to no ice caves. I think that'd be kind of cool to visit that. Yeah, anyway. Oh, now it's starting to rain a little bit again. A little rain, a little snow, a little hot, a little cold. One of these days, I think I am going to stop just on the side of the road. I'm going to go out there. I'm going to get me a couple of them lava rocks. I'm going to take some of them lava rocks home. I think that's illegal. I think it's illegal when as I say it. I think it's illegal to take lava rocks from their natural spot and take them home. Not 100%. I know it's frowned down upon taking like rocks and stuff from the mountains. I don't think that, maybe that's illegal too. I don't know for certain. I'm sure people do it. I know it's frowned upon because, you know, you want to leave nature for nature. But I want some of them lava rocks. I just do. And nice, like dark red, black kind of color lava rocks. Just a couple of them. Just bring them home, have them at home. I don't know. Shoot. No, it's just the way it is, I guess. Anyway, yeah, I'm almost out of Grants now. So, yeah, it's just a kind of a shot through Blue Water Village and Milton. Is it Milton? I think it's Milton. And then, past Milan, M-I-L-A-N, Milan. But yeah, my next big stop, Gallup. Then it's just a quick in and out, and then on the way home. Oh, now I get the signs that are talking about the Blue Water Outpost. They got Dairy Queen, they got Cachinas, they got t-shirts, New Mexico souvenirs galore, pottery. They got them moccasins, them Indian moccasins. Best moccasins in the world. Can't find them anywhere else. No moccasins. You can have Blue Water Outpost breakfast and fireworks. Big fireworks busting in the sky.
Rocket's red glare, bombs are bursting in air. Yes, I know that sounds nothing like it. Sounds nothing at all like okay. Anyway. Oh, I got some Huey Lewis and the news on my radio. It's well, if this is it, just let me know if this is baby, let me go. I've been phoning the night and morning, and I heard you tell him, say I'm not home, but you're confessing, and I'm still guessing that I've been a fool for, oh, so long. Girl, don't rock, just to save my feelings. Girl, don't try to tell me nothing's wrong. Don't make up phony reasons. I'd rather leave than ever believe that this is it. Just let me go. If this is it, I want to know. Oh my God, it's starting to snow. I know you've been thinking that I've been drinking, and we both know that it's just not right. You're pretending that it's not ending, but then again, you'll say anything to avoid a fight. But just don't lie and tell me nothing's wrong. I'll be alright, one way or another. So let me go, or make me want to stay. That's what you got to do now. Just do it one way or another. Ah, God, it's snowing again. Pretty deep. Not big flakes. Just a lot of them. A lot of little flakes dotting up the windshield. And clouds clouding the horizons. Ah, Curtin Magara to you. It's a little irritating, I gotta say, that I don't know if anybody's watching or not, but now and then again, I see a comment from good old Rook, good old Nicky Nick, pops up a comment and lets me know the stream's still going and it's going well. Although I don't know about well. It's just going. Oh, this one up here, the marathon has clean restrooms. That's what it says. Blue Water Village. Blue Water Village is in a mile. And I believe that's where Blue Water Lake is. So, just over an hour to get to Blue Water and Blue Water Lake and do some fishing. Let's see what this... Ah, Blue Water Lake State Park. Recreational area. There you can get yourself some moccasins and some Mexican imports. Some. Oh, that says Blizzard from Dairy Queen, and it says stop and get one. Or beautiful turquoise jewellery. If you're into jewellery, and get some of that over here too. Ah, yes. And I bet you the fireworks that you get out here though, they're probably not like the fireworks that you can get the other side of town, out in Madrid. You can get them big illegal fireworks, the ones that go boom, boom, boom in the sky. They shoot way the hell up there in the sky. I think these ones out here in Blue Water are probably just like sparklers and fountains and the like. Hey, I got a question for you. What really happened in the Garden of Eden? Do you ever worry about that? Do you ever wonder what really happened in that garden? Because something got pointed out to me. She ate the apple from the tree of the knowledge of good and evil, right? She ate an apple off the tree of the knowledge of good and evil. But before you ate the apple, how do you know if something is good or something is evil? Just because somebody said, don't you bite that apple off that tree, lassie. Just because somebody tells you that. If you have no concept of good or evil, then what's to stop you from doing it? You know, somebody says don't do it, okay, fine, you're telling me not to do it, bad. Why? It's not bad if I do. You telling me to do it and me going against that, it's not bad. Because they have no concept of bad. They have no concept of evil. They haven't eaten anything from it. So, how can you punish somebody for doing something they don't even know is wrong to do? You get it? She didn't know it was wrong to do it until she took the bite of that apple. And then her eyes were open to the goods and the evils of the world. And then she knew it was bad. So maybe the act of taking the bite wasn't necessarily the sin. Maybe after she took the bite and then developed the knowledge of evil versus good, and then she, according to the story, let's be true, she took the apple and was like, here you go, Adam, eat this beautiful apple. She knew it was wrong at that time, right? That's when she knew it was wrong. So she offered him, knowing that it was bad at that time, because she'd then taken the bite, knowing it was bad. That's when she offered him the apple. He still didn't know. You can't fault him at that time either, if you believe the story. But he then took the bite of the apple, and then he got the knowledge in his head, and then they both continued to eat the apple. But the sin was maybe in the offering of the apple, because at that point in time she chose to provide that sin to him instead of opting to stay on the path of the righteous man, of the good man, of the do eat the apple man, right? Maybe that's what it is. Maybe that's what the story is. But I keep saying story because one of the things you've got to realize is that it's plagiarized version of other stories that predate Christianity, right? Way back. I mean, we're going way back. All the way back to like Sumerian texts and stuff. That Sumerian textual writing, while it doesn't call out God and Jesus and the Garden of Eden and the, you know, crucifixion and all that, it does refer to all the same things. There's somebody who back and who, you know, the miracles that took place, the wise men, the birth of a child, and all of that, people traveling to visit, all of that's plagiarized stuff from other stuff. Oh God the Son, I'm being punished by the Lord. Jesus is talking about this. I'm sorry, God, it's too bright, let me put them. Oh, look at that. Look at that, problem solved. Wasn't such punishment after all. I just had to use my noggin to pull down my visor to blind that suddenly had come out and blinded me. See, it's all in the way of looking at things. It's all perspective. One could say I was being punished because I was talking about that at the wrong time, at the wrong place, and and blasphemy, blah, blah, blah. But it wasn't. It was a natural act of the sun coming out from behind the clouds The superstitious man would be like, oh, the Lord is punishing you. But the logical man would be like, if I put the visor down, I don't get affected. See? Life is all how you look at it. Look at it one way, you're shite. Look at it the other way, you're in some pretty good stuff. I'm going to be interested in going back and reading these comments that Nick's putting down there for me. Oh, look at this one. It says, Trump's Project 2025 eliminates overtime pay. That's what it says. And then there's some advertisements for Fire Rock Casino coming up in the Gallup. And this one says, Trump's Project 2025 monitors your pregnancy. That's what it says. And it's on a billboard. So it must be true. Must be true. So today is the FDA, I guess, is looking to end, or they're looking to get away from the FDA, or the FDA is looking to get rid of a lot of its guidelines for storage and preparation of food. So E. coli might be coming back, maybe, in a big way. Without any of the protections of the FDA, then the likelihood of E. coli going through the roof is a possibility. So, if you're a meat eater, or if you're a eater of vegetables where they maybe have commingled with a mate in storage or whatever, just make sure you got a lot of Maalox on you. Everybody needs a little bit of Maalox. Doesn't hurt to have some on hand. Tums, Rolaids, whatever you want to say. Oh look, he put another comment that they flagged on. We don't know what that says. Something Tater. McTater. Father McTater. I can read that from where I am. Father McTater. And I don't know what your flag comment says. I can't read it. Nah, I can't read it. I'm gonna have to look at it later. I'm passing a big old tanker truck of fuel. The Flying J tanker truck of fuel. Yes, indeed. You know, Father Flanagan was a friend of mine. And I have to say, he spent a little too much time with the wee ones, if you know what I mean. I never got around to being in that kind of a position. But Father Flanagan, he liked himself the lads. The lads and the lassies, and the littler ones. I kind of thought he was trying to, I don't know, maybe live out a fantasy of leprechauns and little people. But it's just an excuse for him to do the groundskeeper Willie with the younger of the generations, if you know what I mean. Is acting like groundskeeper Willie and gardening and trimming the bushes and whacking the weeds. It's a sad day for many in the land in that day. The day Father Flanagan fell from grace. That was a mighty tall mountain, Grace. Grace Peak. Tall, tall mountain out in our region. The village people had found out what I had done with the wee little ones. And they chased him up the mountain. And once he got to the top, he had a choice to make. He could either turn and face the wrath of the people, or face up to his erroneous ways, or he'd take the coward's way out, and lit from Grace's Peak. Fortunately, decided that is yellow. He jumped. And all the way down this thing, all you heard echoing throughout the valley was and then nothing. I can't go on. It's sad, it's been hard too much. I didn't either. But we're passing through Thoreau. Wasn't he an author? Thoreau. William, I believe. Wasn't it William Thoreau who wrote those poems? He's a very good poet, if I remember right. William Thoreau. Did he write Walden's Pond? Is that the right one? William Thoreau writing Walden's Pond. He used to go out there, right? He used to go out there to a secluded cabin by the lake, Walden Lake, and he used to write. Yeah, I believe he did. I believe that was the man. If not, Thoreau still wrote something. I'm not exactly sure what it was, but he wrote something that I'm sure of. And he would write for days. Days would turn into weeks and weeks, into months. Sometimes I think he'd even be up there for a year or two. Writing and writing. I'm sure there's a bunch of stuff he used to write that we ain't never seen. Probably never gonna ever get to see. Private thoughts, private journals, private books. Makes you wonder, right? Wow, kind of things that people leave out there in the world that we ain't never seen and never get to see. Lost to the unused of time, it is. It's artists, musicians, poets, sculptors, all the different kinds of things that brought them joy. That they either maybe painted, then painted over, just kind of crumpled up, thought that it wasn't anything good enough to go and show anybody or bother with. You know, it's been lost for a time. It's raining a little bit again, very little. Enough to splatter off the cars in front of me. Very little indeed. And it's interesting because, as you can tell, it's very bright right now. It's a good thing I've got the visor there. It's very bright. And there's rain splattering on the window. You know, it's sunny. It's not that there's not a cloud in the sky, you know. Sometimes sometimes you get some rain and you look up and there's no clouds up there. And you're like, where's the rain coming from? And it makes me wonder at those times, if it's even rain at all. Maybe it's a plane. Somebody flushed the toilet and the plane had a leak and it's just wafted down. But it's not just over the neighborhood, it's over like the city. So that can't be it. Where's that rain come from? When there's no clouds. Oh, coming up on Continental Divide, about half a mile. Yeah. Got my cruise control set still to 83. There's some more Phillips 66 on the right hand side here. Continental Divide Indian Market. You can get 2 blankets there for $15. Where can you get blankets for $15 anymore? 2 of them. Probably like handmade. And then there's this motel out here. It's kind of creepy. You can't even see what the name of it is anymore. But it's got like 7 rooms. It's a little reminiscent of the Psycho. That hotel, the Psycho movie. It's a little reminiscent of that. It's like 6, 8 rooms. There's a sign you can't make out. Don't know what it's called. But it's still in operation because I see different cars parked there every time. It's weird. I don't know who'd stay there. I don't know how much business it gets, how it stays open. But this is a little weird out of the place. Oh God. Yeah, God. You know, this whole way I've actually been doing pretty good. This whole way I haven't had to worry about slowing down at all. Until this one truck just showed up in front of me. It's like, this truck's like, hey, screw you, mate. I'm going to go 50 miles an hour. So I went 50 miles an hour. I'm passing by. It was a Coachman trailer. It said Leprechaun on the back of it. And it had Claude Van Damme. Jean-Claude, that's what it was. It said Jean-Claude on the back of it. They named their trailer Jean-Claude. I wonder if they like his movie. What if they like Bloodsport? Bloodsport, can't remember the movie very well, but I know in that movie Jean-Claude did some kind of weird dance, dance, and it was a meme. It went around as a meme. Jean-Claude Van Meme. I know who'd live out here. In these areas that I'm passing out, there's houses here and there. I didn't know who would live out there. There's nothing around. How would you work? How would you survive? It's not like you're going to live off the land. How do you survive? I know. I just don't know. So, got a sign coming up here. Find out about just how many miles I got left to Gallup. I reckon it's 706, 22 miles to Gallup. Be about there and drop off my stuff in about half an hour. That's not bad. Left about 5:30, get there about 7:30. Turn around, head back. Should get back about 9:30. And then maybe I'll be downloading and trying out RuneScape. The game I was talking about at the beginning. Yeah, that's what I'm going to do. That's what I'm going to do. I'd be interested to see after the stream, once everything's said and done, how many people total watched and how much time those racked up view-wise. Like a week, interested to see if anybody else straggles in and watches just for the hell of it. Because depending on how much and how well I do it again and duplicate those results, might be able to get monetized again. I seriously doubt it. Seriously doubt ever get monetized again. But, yeah, it's just a way to pass the time anyway. It's just a way to pass the time. Probably not, well, I know I'm not. I'm not going to do it going back, just doing it going out. Because the sun will get down lower, it'll get darker, you won't be able to see me anyway. So, I might put on Netflix and listen to another episode, a few, maybe 2 episodes of Black Mirror. Watch them again. That'll take up the time going back. Those Black Mirror episodes. I wonder if the rest of the Black Mirror episodes, the rest of them are on Netflix as well. I'd like to go back and maybe pass time on my drive by watching those from prior seasons that I never actually watched. Yeah, that'd be a good way to pass time. I think I have a bunch of dirt on the window. Gotta use my wiper fluid. Clean that dirt off. I can see better. Right. Now I can see better. On a downfall, that sun's brighter. It's getting down lower. I don't believe my visor is going to cover it the rest of the way. That's going to be a problem. Hopefully the clouds will come back. If the clouds come back a little bit, the sun dips behind the clouds. It'll protect my eyes from the sunshine. That'd be nice. There's a lot of trucks, or not so much. I've been thinking about getting my CDL license. If I've got a CDL license, I could get a proper job with proper benefits, paying proper taxes, and still end up with the same amount of money I'm making now, or maybe with fewer hours. I believe I can get a CDL book from the MVD. It's no charge. Just go in and pick it up. And then study from the book, take the test. If I pass the test, then I can take the actual exam, the driver's exam. But in order to take the driver's exam, I need a truck. I need to borrow a truck from somebody. Pay somebody, someone to use the truck for the test. Because if you know somebody who has a truck, you can save money from having to pay for the truck to use for the test. I might do that. First step. My fat ass and get the book, the CDL book from the MPD, which is easy enough. Just need to get off my ass and do it, you know. And of course, now I'm stuck behind another truck again, slowing down. The truck just decides it doesn't want to go the speed limit. No. Got to go anything slower than the speed limit. KWLouisiana.com. I'm guessing this guy's from Louisiana. I didn't see a license plate on his truck. Don't know how legal that is. But it's truck. It says KW Louisiana 985. How's that? It's the area code. I don't know if 985 is them at all. Large train. Double-decker train. Oh. Cargo containers. Stacked too high. That train is so big it's got extra locomotives going down the side of it. Wow. It needs extra locomotives to keep that power going, to keep that train rolling. Rolling. Keep that train a-rolling. Get them goods a-going, rawhide. Shake it up, give it up, get that beer, get that stuff. Rawhide. Yep, we're about there now. About 15 minutes, stop it down. 15 minutes. I know everybody's so sad out there. They're gonna be so sad, say nigga. They're gonna be so sad, say nigga. They're gonna say, no, why did he have to leave us? Why is he just leaving us with that whistle in his voice? Is it because he wants to spend some time with some children on the playground? Or is he just wanting to buy them some ice cream? I think he wants to get them some ice cream and maybe show them a little bit of fun. Have some toys, play a little dress up. I think he likes to dress up. Puppets and puppies. That might be a good fun playtime. Puppets and puppies. Let's guess which one you can pick. Puppets or puppies? Come over here, little child. Reach in this sack and tell me, do you feel a puppet or do you feel a puppy? Oh, that shit wrong. That is just nasty. I see Rook type something. No, somebody else typed something. What did that say? I don't know. $100? $100? What's $100? Derek? I think this is Derek. Something. $100. Oh no, I don't know what that is. I think it says $100. Maybe it says something else. Oh. No, it says $100. You know, it'd be kind of cool. I don't even think you can do it unless the channel is monetized. But $100. I know you can, like, I know people can donate money through chats. I think your channel's got to be monetized for them to do like super chat or super users or whatever it is, donations. Because I watch streams and I see like donated $1, and a $5, super user $100 or something, and the streamers and stuff are all, oh my God, thank you very much for that $1. Thank you very much for that. Oh Lord, have mercy, Lord, land of gumption. Look at that $100 donation. But yeah, they've got like hundreds of thousands and millions of followers. Little streamers don't do that kind of stuff. Understandably so. You know. But I think back when I was monetized,
years ago. Years and years ago. Back in the days of my monetization. I did have somebody donate $5 to me. And I was like, what is this? I was so surprised. The only one and only time. $5 donation. I was so flabbergasted.
But never happened since. Never happened before. Now I'm not monetized. Never happened again. That's alright. You know, we do this just to do. Oh, I'm in Gallup! I got 3 exits before I get off to do my prescription delivery. But, yeah. In Gallup. Getting ready to pass the first exit, and then I'll have 2 more. And let's see, it's 7:20. So yeah, 7:20. About 7:30 when I drop it off. Right on, right on. This drive actually went by really, really fast. Because of this. So, if you watch, I appreciate it, and I thank you greatly for helping me pass the time. Maybe you watch in the future. You didn't watch on the stream. And if you watch in the future, and you happen to get through to the end here, thank you for watching. And I hope it helped you pass the time, just like it helped me pass the time. And, you know, here's the stupid thing. That actually says Crocotator Dundee. How is that offensive? Why would that in a million years be flagged as a potentially offensive message? Just like the first one that was flagged. How could that even potentially be considered offensive? I think the algorithm sees all caps and says, oh, they're yelling and being offensive, so I'm gonna flag this just for review. And it's so stupid how many things nowadays are just, everybody jumps to so many wrong conclusions and stuff. It's like, really, come on. Stop being so cisfied. Stop being so fragile. Stop getting so offended so easily and taking everything so personal. I heard the other day, you know, songs that are censored bug me anyway, because it's a form of infringing on somebody's amendment rights, because you're censoring out what they intended to say, making it so that the way they intended it to be said is not how it's being listened to. Anyway, it doesn't matter. Whatever. That's not here. I heard a song where it's a song that, I don't like no whips and chains, you can't turn me out. But they bleeped out whips and chains. That is the dumbest thing ever. I don't like no, and please don't turn me out. Oh, come on. Whips and chains. How are you going to just decide, oh no, whips and chains are super offensive, gotta blank them out? That's just the dumbest thing ever. This is the dumbest, like, censor job I've heard on songs. It's bad enough that they blank out what they do. But whips and chains? Come on. And then it's like, you can, I think it said, I don't pay attention enough to it. I think it said You can put that body on me, girl. Put that body on me. That almost sounds like it's saying, you can whip that body on me. And I'm like, that makes no sense if that's what it says, because it blanks out whips and chains, but doesn't blank out whip that body on me. That's dumb. So it can't say whip. It has to say maybe put. You put that body on me? I whatever. But I would think putting that body on somebody would be more offensive than the word whips or the word chains. Are they gonna blank it out on the Willow Smith? I whip my hair back and forth. I whip my hair back and forth. Are they gonna blank that out? My hair back and forth. The hair back and forth. That's dumb. Why are you gonna blank it out of a song that is whips and chains, but not blank it out of whip my hair back and forth? Dumb. Just dumb. Stupid, yo. Alright, so coming up on my exit. And right about now, Funk Soul Brother, check it out now. Funk Soul Brother. There's some damn good beatboxers out there right now, y'all. One of them, his name is Wing, W-I-N-G. If you have not heard Wing, do yourself a favor. Google Wing beatbox, and damn, that is one hell of a talented beatboxer. Wing, W-I-N-G. That's some amazing stuff right there. And I think back about it, first person to do like a lot of beatboxing is, I mean, aside from like the normal that type stuff, you know, Run DMC and Beastie Boys, stuff like that, was actually, I don't even know his name, damn it, the guy on Police Academy, Winslow, Michael Winslow. His name might be Michael Winslow. He was like the first original, like, all-out beatboxer, sound effects, I can do it with my mouth kind of guy. And man, the stuff he used to do. And I saw a video of him where he was doing a duo with somebody playing an instrument, playing a guitar. And they were playing, I don't know if they were playing the bass or just playing normal guitar, but he was with his mouth doing air guitaring, was doing like a electric slide, like Led Zeppelin, fucking, you know, fucking, it was amazing. That man. He probably at some point was some kind of an inspiration to that. Anyway, I got through my exit. Now I'm coming down and up the hill to my stoplight, and it is 7:26. So looking right about right. And then we're gonna make a left. Yeah, we're gonna make that left. Yes, we are. Oh my God, is this a policeman? Oh no, it's just one of them black trucks. But I do think this is the stoplight. We're going to make a left. And then we're going to go down the road and pass another stoplight. And then we're going to go about half a block. And then we're going to be at the facility. And then I'm going to deliver my medicines. And then I'm going to go home. And I think the person who used to talk like this was Alfred Hitchcock. And he would host Alfred Hitchcock Hour. And it was on television
the Alfred Hitchcock. Late at night, back in the days when, at the end of the night, the television was shut off completely. There were no channels to watch. After about midnight, it would show the American flag, and then it would play the national anthem, after which the television would just go static. And that was it. Until about 5 o'clock in the morning, and when the TV would come back on with either a morning show or the cartoons on the Saturday. You had to wait till Saturday to see most of the cartoons. Anyway, I'm at my facility. I'm parking, and I'm going to deliver my meds now. Thank you once again, kind viewers, for spending the 2 hours with me that I spent driving here. You are fantastic people, and I will see you next time.
Let me look at these views real quick. Let's see. Yeah, all that says, Duck VR, all that says is $100. I don't know why. Let's see, we need to go back to... So, Cody said G. Yolanda said hi. Cody said hello. I just joined the stream. G's. Yolanda said O. Zach D. Films said hi. How are you? Joshua said hi, Dad. Just got home from work. Hopefully your drive is going well. I'm about to head out to Bailey, so I'll see you when I get home. Love you. Cookies Off the Wall said, how are you? Kaylee Bowman said hi. Bean Bingus said, why do you look like Tony Stark? Joshua said, my dad's a little fruity and it shows. Then he said, hi, it's me. Someone said hi. Joshua said, I'm going to go now, but I love you. See you when you get home. Rook said, wow, who even streams themselves in the wrong aspect ratio these days? And he said, oh, I know what you would love. Some chicken dick dogs good to slurp down. I love how that wasn't flagged, but stop reading and drive fool was. He said, it's working, you're just sideways. Oh, okay. Chicken dick dogs in chief. Eve grew pot and got kicked out. Then he said, oh, that's what happened. Adam and Eve. Eve grew pot and got kicked out. Then he called me Father McTater. And then he said, or a dick dog eater. Crocotator Dundee. And then $100. Okay. Anyway, that's what the comment said. So now I also know it was sideways. So, the next time I just keep it up like this when I stream. Cool. Right on, everybody. Take care. Peace out. Till next time.